Now, business news on Love 99.5 FM.
We bring you a special edition of a report on the bubble of Ghana's microfinance industry. Now, microfinance companies under the Bank of Ghana's new regulated licensing regime offer both lending and deposit services to their clients. In the past 1 year, about 100 firms have received full operational license. Over 400 others have provisional license to serve the needs of the unbanked population. But as my colleague Kofi Adu Domfeh reports, all is not well in the fast-growing industry.
I went to my bank to withdraw my money, Griffith Financial Limited, but I didn't get my money. Today I went there and the bank has not been opened. They've closed the bank.
Umar Moro Abubakari is a petty trader. In his bid to save for his educational pursuit, he started saving in the Dachi account with Griffith Microfinance in Kumasi. Trusting in the firm's provisional license from the Bank of Ghana, Moro managed to save 810 Ghana cedis over an 8-month period. But he's losing all his savings.
I'm worried because I have some money there. I have 810 Ghana cedi in my account right now. I want to go to IPMC, so I was thinking that I will use that money to pay for my bills.
Griffith is among a good number of microfinance firms struggling to stay in business. Over the past few weeks, clients of firms in distress have been trooping to Love FM to seek help in accessing their savings. For instance, these two traveled from Dema in the Bonafo region to complain about Lord Winner's microfinance.
Me too susu senka me do bi kantinka me boabo no nka me nyeska na nka me de akwa mani pakro ye ba esengui ese de bia ye nante ekoba ene so de ye ba ekora de ya tuma chese enya ade a adwuma no kora wo mo ye adwuma
pa che ye doson pa de ma ne nkura se importem ho de me se me kura so mo nya la senka me ba ha ka nipa dodo na na beji twi ne me ya ba ha.
A manager of the company had this to say when I sought to know the fate of his clients.
We are in crisis, but it does not mean it is collapse. We have challenges. Challenges, and this has not been. This is not new in the banking system. We try to explain why they have not. They are unable to get their money at that very time. So we just ask them to go and come at another time, which we actually come. We ask them to come at another time when things are okay. Then we give them the money.
My inquiries indicate some of the big microfinance firms are falling. Sources say these firms use multi-branching as a deceptive ploy to attract clients and investors with a credible image. Greed, irresponsible and reckless operations, as well as poor management of funds, have been identified as the bane of the industry. National Chairman of the Ghana Association of Microfinance Companies, Collins Amponsa Mensam, is unhappy at the trend.
It's a concern that we are all battling with. We started with some companies that are no more with us. Some have gone through assessment by the regulator. Some have even received their provisional licenses, but you see them collapsing. They go through distress and they try to manage the situation. And by the time you realize they are no longer in operation. So it's part of the things we are discussing and then trying to find a way of seeing how best we can either minimize or eradicate.
Unfortunately, depositors with these financial institutions have no safety nets when the companies go into distress. Banking expert Nana Otuo Echampon says it is time for Ghana to protect financial consumers with a deposit insurance scheme.
There have been talks of bringing in deposit insurance scheme as we have in other countries like US and UK. Even Nigeria has deposit insurance scheme. Once you are a regulated entity, then you go into that scheme, and that guarantees the person that if something goes wrong, they will get their money back. So I think it's high time that Ghana, stop the talking and act to bring in this scheme.
Mr. Mponsa Mensah says the Microfinance Association is already thinking in that direction, but will need the support of the regulator.
In that case, the companies are made to pay a percentage of their mobilization to an insurance company. So should these companies go down, the clients at least can fall on that. If you're not even able to get 100% and you get 50% of your deposit, that is okay.
In spite of this optimism, can I safely say that if the regulator does not step its foot on the ground to ensure that the erring banks or those ones that are not in good capitalization are well regulated, we could be heading for a microfinance bubble?
Exactly, we should expect that. We should expect that because as an association, we can't deal with policies. All that we can do is our internal rules and regulations. So that if the regulator is unable to enforce the rules and the regulations that goes with the regulation itself, we will be found to be tied up. Our hands will just be tied behind us. We can observe what is going on, but we can't do anything about it. So that is why we're working together with the regulator to ensure that whatever we say should be done under the regulation, operators are complying. If we take away non-compliance, we should expect the system to collapse one of these days.
For now, the credible microfinance firms are experiencing high withdrawal rates as clients take precautionary measures to protect their savings. From Love FM in Kumasi, Kofi Adu Domfeh reporting.